Hey guys, you join me here, Slum86, and we are back on Dunalka. So it is the next day after we did our bit of seeding with the oats and a bit of field work. And we are taking the fast track off to field 82, and we have the stone picker on board. So it's early in the morning, 8 o'clock, we're just striking off to make a start on this field over here. If we can get all this prep work done, the plan for us would be then to maybe look around, see can we pick up maybe any odd jobs. I know with some of the equipment we have now, we could potentially knock out some acres for neighbours and stuff, and it'll all just add to our income and keep us busy as well, guys. And at the end of the day, now that we've got all the big equipment, cars, now we've all the big equipment, we need to keep it kind of somewhat busy anyway, and make sure it's paying for itself and keeping the farm afloat. So, but our priority as always will be our own fields first, so that's where we're striking off the first thing today. And the other thing is getting pretty close on deadline day for a mower, and if you get to see anything pop up in the used section, so dealerships still have those set of butterfly mowers, so we might just end up biting the bullet on that one and picking them up. Now it's not like we don't have the money to do that, but again, we want to be a little bit financially astute if we can, so that when we get into towards the end of the year that we're still in a healthy position and we haven't blown all our money on fancy new gear. So that's it, guys, we're going to crack on down here to the fields and we'll get started, and I'll see you when we're out there. So we just arrived at the field, guys, and we are setting off around the inside track, and we'll see how we're going. Now it doesn't seem to be too stony here, maybe just just a bit stony over there, but we'll do the best we can anyway, try and get it all. And as I say, we're just going to probably end up stockpiling 90% of this on the headland of the field, and yeah, we'll come back, collect it in a quieter time. That would be the plan anyway, so we'll just see how we get on here first. And again, quite bumpy in the JCB, God bless cab suspension, guys. We'll be thrown around the place. Probably could slow it down a fraction, maybe save some of the gear, but we don't have all day to be at this, but it is going to take up quite a bit of our day, so we just want to make sure we're making the best use of our time. We're mid-March now, so I think we just go straight up the side of the field here, and we might break it into little bits of sections. This is an awkwardly shaped field, so that I think is what we're going to do for now, guys. Now we do have a lot of product to sell as well. We've got to get rid of our strawberries, eggs, honey. So we've those three commodities that we need to get shifted as well at some stage. So we'll see how we're going. Maybe it might be a case of later on today we do that. We can take a spin past the dealership, see what the story is. Yeah, we'll see how we're going. But for now, guys, we're just going to crack on, and we're going to keep the picking the stones going. So with that being said, I don't think I'll bore you too much because you've seen a bit of it already in the last video. So I'm going to crack on with this job, and we'll be back when we're probably selling stuff. Unless something else exciting crops up in the meantime, that's what we'll be at. So see you in a second. So guys, we've finished here in the field, so we've more or less cultivated, all the rocks are picked, and that is our little rock pile here. Now we do have a little bit left inside in the unit itself, but we're going to transport that back to the farm, just save us the hassle. What a beast, what a beast. So we've been flat out rock picking, and all our fields now are more or less ready to go. So that is good news. We'll stick on our beacons and we'll get ourselves back to the yard, guys, where we'll decide what we're doing next. As I say, we do have stuff to sell, so we might just quickly do that, so it clears us up for the next few days and we're not messing around there. And other than that, guys, we could look at maybe seeing, is there any farms near us that need an assistance or any contracts that we can pick up. Somebody maybe has fallen behind on their field work. Now that we have the bigger plough, definitely that's one to look into. And it might also just help us generate just a little bit of income, which at this stage we probably do need again, because we are getting, well, we're not getting low on money, but we're definitely burning through it at a high rate as we do this expansion to the farm. So we'll see how that all fares out, and we also must look into storage for more equipment on our farm. Another little thing that I didn't really think too hard about when I started all this purchasing, but we're running out of spaces to park stuff on the farm, guys. So we're just going to have to be clever with maybe our storage going forward. Maybe we can get a shed up here maybe during the summer or something like that. We'll see, but space is a premium on the home farm as well, so we'll have to see what we can fit in. And it makes some difference being able to do 60k through this area. And you see it's there now, we're hitting 55. But it does make a nice difference traveling around this area, because it's quite large. And the fact we can move now quickly with the JCB makes a big difference to us, guys. So that could be also another game changer. So getting to a busy intersection, that bush might have to go. That's pretty just tear out after this car. So we have about 1,000 litres in this, so we'll get it back to the farm, guys. We'll empty it out, and as I say, we'll probably look to see, is there anything else we can do. As I say, we do have crops and stuff to sell, and we do have the areas around our grass pastures that we could plough in and clean up as well. So we'll just have to see what works best for us at the moment, guys. But so far, loving the JCB, loving the stone picker. It is maybe a touch small, but it's the biggest one we could get at the moment, so we'll have to see what goes on down the line. But yeah, no complaints so far, guys, no complaints. So you can see our little pile of rocks here that are out in front of us. We're just going to swing around to it, and we're just going to unload the last bits there. And now I do believe they have a rock crusher in town, so we can take this down there if we need to. Oh, we're pretty much lined up. That was good driving, not like me. So we'll just get back here a little bit, and we're just going to unload it. So there we go. So now we'll just pull around the front and we'll see, can we find an old spot where we can throw the rock picker temporarily. Maybe actually right there could be a good spot for us, just across the front of the chickens. Throw off our beacons, we don't need them anymore. So guys, that might do us for now. We'll just pull forward a little more. So that will do us for there for now, and as I say, we'll be back here in a second. We're just going to have to sort out, as you can see, we've 4 pallets of honey, we've probably a load of strawberries, we do, and I think we have eggs. Yes, we do. So it's been a busy winter on the farm. So we're just going to get things loaded up, and we'll be back here and see what we're at. So guys, we've decided we're going to take the fast track, and we've loaded our bale trailer or flatbed, and we are now just going to simply shoot on up the road. Hopefully everything stays on. Don't think this trailer has straps, which could be an issue, but we'll go handy and we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see what happens. Yep, things are moving around. I think we've already lost something. Have we? No, we haven't lost anything yet, but everything is just moving, so that's not good. So we'll shoot to the store, guys, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. So we'll see you at the store, and we'll see what we've left on the trailer. So thankfully, guys, we've made it to the sell point here, which is just on the corner. So we're just going to whip in here. Hopefully we don't drop anything off our trailer. I don't think we will. And nice and quick, we are at the sell point. So we're just going to pull up here, and instantly everything is going to get sold, which is fantastic. Our honey is gone. We're just going to get rid of our eggs there. This is a nice little cash injection, guys. So we'll pull forward a bit because we're nearly through all the... We're through all the eggs, so it's just all our strawberries now. That's the amount of strawberries we're trying to sell. So you can see our cash still going up. And those of you who are eagle-eyed may notice that we're a little bit lower than what we were in the last episode, and that is because we have something very special at the store. And we are going to shoot over and collect that there in a minute. But first we're going to get rid of all our strawberries. Oh wow, one didn't sell. That is very annoying. 10,000 euros, guys, in products there. So that is fantastic going. That should now sell. Yep, another 14 euros. So we're going to get back to the farm, guys, unhitch this trailer, and we'll be back in a minute to see what our new delivery is. So we're back here, guys, and we're just... Oh, big bump there, wow. We're back, we're just approaching the store, guys, to pick up our new equipment. And any guesses to what it might be? I'd imagine most of you will have guessed by now, because we have spoken about it a few times. But we're just going to whip in here, and we've decided we will go with butterfly mowers. That is right, guys. So there they are in all their glory. So we're just going to pull in, get hooked up straight away, and give a talk to the dealer, and we'll be on our way, guys. So this is where the JCB Fast Track should come into its own now, considering it should have enough power, I hope, to run these bad boys. And we have a front linkage as well, which makes all the difference. So we're just going to hook it up, guys, and as I say, we'll pop into the dealer, and we'll be on our way then shortly. And again, look at that, nicely fits the Fast Track. So we'll pop in here, guys, and then we'll be on our way. So we're just leaving the dealership now, guys, and as I say, we have our mowers attached and we're heading down the road. So I think for the rest of the day we're going to scrap the idea that we might pick up a contract or two, and we are going to straight away start work on our grass fields, or 2 pastures that we planted. Let's see, can we get a cut off them? Now, just thinking, I don't think we did much with the fertilizer on those grass fields, so it will be fairly low yielding first time around. So this could potentially just be a big silage sell-off. We'll see how we're going, but I'd imagine we're just going to go straight for square silage bales, as we have a square baler. So all we're missing then is a wrapper. So we'll see, we might speak again to our lovely guys at the dealership and see, can we maybe do a lease to buy or something like that, just to reduce the initial output, because we are burning through the money, guys. Going into the winter, I think we had a bones of 700,000, and going into spring we are down to 384. So that's a fair outlay. Now, we have done well in what we've picked up, I won't lie, I'm quite happy with this. We're all over the road. So yeah, we'll get back here, we'll start a little bit of grass harvesting, or cutting grass even, and yeah, we'll see how the rest of the day unfolds for us, guys. So guys, you join me here as we just start our grass harvest, and as you can see, we are just shooting around the headland here first, and we're just going to try and make it as tidy as possible. Now, the joys of these mowers as well, as you may notice, is we're able just to windrow as we mow, especially for silage. That would be fantastic. It should speed us up just a little bit. We're in the wrong mode there, so we need to be there. So it really should help us along the board in just getting all this in, and a little bit off the field, I say, catching a few bumps there on that left more. But being able to windrow direct like this is fantastic for when we're doing silage, so we won't complain about that. So we'll just get a few headlands done here, and we'll be away then, guys. But so far, I am superbly impressed with these mowers. They are a nice job. So we just want to make sure we're maximizing our yields, and it will make it interesting for the poor old baler that has to come behind. But yeah, this is the plan. That's a big hill, and we are struggling there with horsepower. But we're over it, and we're through. And the first grass harvest ever on our farm here in Dunalka is taking place, guys, and I am excited about it. So we don't want to trample our beautiful crops that we've grown. I'll just go back here a bit. So this is the smaller of the two grass fields, guys, and I think we're a little bit forward. So we go back and forward again, and away we go once more. Yeah, this is the smaller of the two grass fields, guys, so I think for our first cut on both of them, we're probably looking at doing silage on both of these. Second cut, which will be during the summer, we will then try to do a silage and hay crop. And hopefully, once we've all that in, our third cut then, guys, will probably be again a mix of silage and hay, depending on how we're looking. And the reason we're doing a double silage crop here to start is hopefully we'll be able to sell those bales, and that will bring us in a bit more income again, which is very important. And with that income, hopefully we'll be able to pick up a few either animals maybe, or we'll see how we're going, but definitely that money will be put to good use. Just mowed a little bit there past our lines. We might actually do a second headland here actually, guys, just to give us space on the turning. So that is what we're going to do, and it looks to me like we have a fairly large windrow, so we're yielding quite okay, I would imagine. Obviously the real test will come when we go to bale it and we see what we actually get. So far so good, guys. I am enjoying the moors. And I must say the fast track is managing this quite well, so we're delighted with that. The fact that we have front linkage as well really makes the butterfly moors a worthwhile adventure. So might struggle a little bit on the hills, but we're willing to accept that. It's a fair trade-off, I think. And we really need to sort out this shrub land here that's around our grandfather's house as well. See what's going on with that as well. But that might be a job when we have a little bit more downtime and we're not as hectic as we are at the moment. We have a lot going on, guys. We'll just get turned here. And what's good about having the four-wheel steering here is we can really turn on a tight spot as well, which is great. So that is good as well. But we're making light work of this grass, guys, and it's nice to finally see that investment that we put into the farm there, that was that now, maybe 6 months ago, is starting to pay off, so that is good to see as well. We'll just line ourselves up and away we go again. So guys, we're going to crack on here with the grass harvest. Again, lots of little different projects going on around the place, and as I say, hopefully it'll create a bit more content for us, and it'll also enable our farm to grow that little bit quicker. So that is the plan, guys. So until next time, guys, as always, it's been an absolute pleasure, and if you've enjoyed what you've been watching, guys, you want to see more of Dunalka, be sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a big old like and comment. If there's anything you think I'm doing wrong, or you want to see something maybe slightly different, let me know as well, and we can maybe aim to get our farm into that operation. So guys, until next time, thanks very much, and we'll see you all again. Take care.